Alright guys, so I let this thing farm overnight, got a bunch of experience, but I just didn't quite have enough to get Guan Yu to 6 stars. I am basically just one 5-star short. Got 3, 4, and then I got 3, 4 stars. So I need one more 4-star, and then I'll be able to take a comment all the way to 5 stars. However, I am genuinely considering doing Svarog instead. I have him at 4-star, and he's actually hitting pretty hard considering. Now, given nothing quite like Guan Yu, but just these two have such good synergy. They're kicking ass. So I'm actually thinking of actually building these two as damage dealers. And then this guy kind of has like an ally attack mechanic on this A2. This is so awesome. I love this. This is incredible. But I just, it's, Juan Yu is just a little lacking for me at the moment. And honestly, I pulled Neja here. He's pretty cool. But this guy, look at this ultimate 420 attack, one enemy, and then attacks all enemies. I am so tempted to go for this guy, but he is a rare. So he will fall off later. But so will Guan Yu. You know who won't fall off? These two. And this guy, I don't even need to take the 6-star. I literally just need this. But if I build these two as damage dealers, I might be able to get some work done here. So I'm thinking of letting this thing run for a few hours and then I'll come back to it. But I think this is the route I'm gonna go. Now, I do have some complaints about this game. So when I'm here, this button is used for heroes and there's an X up here. Yet when I upgrade, that X turns into this nonsense, and I keep pressing this and it's driving me crazy. I do not like this UI at all, and I can't even imagine how hard this is to play on the phone. Like, look at the screen and look how small these buttons are. I This UI is a problem, and I hope this is temporary. I know he said it was temporary on the alpha, but the, then this kind of, I don't. Was this the same UI? I feel like this is the same UI, but whether it is or not, I do not like this at all. It's just not very uh, easy to use. And then I hate having to do this manually. Having to do this, like, okay, there's an autofill button, cool, but if you play any of the modern gotchas, you basically just press one button. So you'll get into a specific screen, and then there's a bunch of rares with check marks on them. You press the button and it just automatically upgrades your 1 stars. Like, it'll do like 10 of them at once, and it'll upgrade them all to 2 stars. And then you go to the 2-star section, you can do it again. This is just annoying, dude. So with all the farming I did, I just spent about half an hour just trying to get these this 5-star food, and it's just unnecessary. It's not very player friendly. It's not unfriendly. It's just like it's such an inconvenience. I shouldn't have to worry about this nonsense. And then I am genuinely really disappointed with these. So I've been playing, I must have put about 15 hours into this game already. I have enough of these diamonds, or whatever the hell you call this nonsense, Rivenite, to do 116. Like what the fuck? Like this is ridiculous. So we've all been playing raid. We all come from raid, and silver is the big problem. And honestly, it's fine if there's like if this game's gonna have a silver problem, that's fine. It comes with the territory. But now we have a silver problem and a resource issue, and I can't update my gear that I farmed. This is player unfriendly, and I do not like this at all. This is nonsense. Okay, and I saw him talking about there needs to be friction in the game, but this is too much friction. This is gonna be something that is just gonna drive everybody crazy, and I hope this is more of an early game issue, and then in the end game you make so much of this that it doesn't matter. But this just does not need to be in the game. This is purely in the game to slow you down, and it's not a very creative way to slow you down. This is a very playerium way of doing it, and I'm very disappointed. I do not like this. Like in most games, you get slowed down by like boss difficulty or something like that, where you hit a massive wall and you need to uh, farm gear to get past it. But this is an artificial way to you're farming the gear, and then now you have another roadblock on progressing, and this is I really genuinely, this is a big thorn in the side for me. I do not like this. um I don't know what else to say about that. I'm disappointed in that a lot. I don't remember that being a problem for me in the alpha, but in the alpha you just farmed one stage in the tower and you got all the best champs. I had Zeus. I barely had him geared at all. I didn't really mess with the gear too much in the alpha, but this being as close to the real thing as we're gonna get, that is a massive thorn in the side, and I'm very very disappointed in that. And honestly, if it's too many of these things, this is gonna kill the game. Like this UI, I'm not the only one saying these things. Where was it? Fine, whatever. Yeah, like even if you just move these two over here or something, and make this bigger, that would help a lot. Make all these buttons bigger. This is kind of ridiculous. I hope they change this. I hope this is still the temporary thing. But right today, I really didn't have much fun with the game, and that's disappointing to say. I wish I didn't have to say it, but I got to be honest and give the feedback that they want. And the summon rates. So with these games, there's two styles. There's these rates. There's this old style where you got a point 0.5 chance to get the champ or the hero, the character, whatever the fuck you want to call him. And then you have the character, and then that's it. You just got to get the gear, and then it's over. And then there's the style of awakenings, like Watcher of Realms, for example. They have, I believe, 1%, and for a lot of the champions, you have to pull 6 of that champion to max them out. So what they're doing is they're using the old raid rates while having the awakening style of summon. And this, I'm very skeptical about this. I don't think this is going to work. They're either going to have to raise the rates or get rid of the awakenings, because we already complain about on raid how you hardly ever pull anything. Even on doubles, it's not really, most of the time it's not worth it. But in raid, once you get the champ, you got the champ. And then like the way they did their empowerments, It's nothing. It's just a little more stats. But with the way they're doing it in their game is they're boosting the ability. And let's go look at one. Let's look at Athena. Okay, Awakenings, boosting the ability, stats, boosting the ability, stats, boosting the ability. So you have to pull 6 of her to have her maxed out. And with rates like this is just not going to work. The players are not going to be happy. You're going to have to give us double the crystals that we've gotten. This is just, I don't know. I hope they've thought this through, and at the end of the day, I don't know what they're planning, but the amount of summons we're gonna need for this to balance itself out is gonna be tremendous. Okay, and I am very pessimistic today because I play Watcher of Realms. I play it a lot. I play free to play. I don't have. I think I have 2 uh, Awakening Fives, but they give you so many summons that it's okay. But they give you. So compared to raid, I'm gonna say they give you about 4 or 5 times the amount of summons, and I still don't have anything maxed out. So with this game having 0.5% summon rates, and it's an Awakening style game, you know, I really want to give him the benefit of the doubt because he was part of the community for a long time, and this is his game. We all want to support him, but right now this is not looking great, and I don't want to sit here and lie to myself and lie to you guys, lie to Hades, and say that this is looking great to me because it just really isn't, and I'm very, 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 very skeptical about this working. So there's there, but to be fair, if they give out too much, that will also kill the game. I don't know if anyone here has played King Arthur. So in that game, they gave you so many summons that I played free to play again. Raid is the only one I really spend money on. I played free to play on King Arthur, and I had every single character in the game, and I had a lot of awakenings as well. But they gave out so much that everyone had the best teams, and people kind of didn't really stick with the game. There was no reason for people to wail. So I understand that aspect of it, but this is just not. I'm not optimistic about this, and I don't know if anyone like, tell me what you think in the comments. Does this concern anyone else? Maybe I'm being a little too harsh on them, but you know, this is a type of game. It's a gotcha. They gotcha. And if they go too far into this, even if it is a game by players, for players, the players will turn on them. And I don't want to see that happen. I don't want people, because I guarantee you, like, people are gonna just come in here and just immediately start talking shit, because that's what you could literally, you could put a camera. I could put this camera on myself and fly, and someone online is gonna be like, that was trash, you suck, you didn't even go that high. So I mean, I hope they're ready for all the hate they're gonna get, because it's just, there's always people like that in the internet. But I just hope they don't screw this up. I have faith that they'll. I mean, I don't know. Clearly, my faith is getting uh, attacked right now, but I'm just a little worried about it. Hopefully, hopefully it'll turn around, and maybe I just had a bad day. I had bad RNG. I did do a bunch of summons. I summoned everything I had. She was my guaranteed, and then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 epics, and I believe I got rid of 3. I think I got rid of 3. So I've pulled 8 epics and 1 guaranteed, and then everything else has been rare or lower. I'm gonna say I've pulled about, how many shards have I pulled? I think I've pulled about 100 shards. I guess that's not too bad on the epic rate. What's the epic rate? No, that's below. It's 10%, isn't it? 9%. Okay, it's a little bit lower than where it should be. That's fine. The law of large numbers, I would have gotten that extra one, but I don't know, man. Let me know what you think in the comment section. How you guys feel about the summon rates? How do you feel about the UI? How do you feel about this gear nonsense? It doesn't matter what you say. There is no way to fix this for me. You know, I I am just against it. Is there a farming spot for it? I think in the gear dungeons. But I don't know. It's just an unnecessary roadblock. I'm a little unhappy today, but maybe in the next one I'll be a little better. Sorry for the negativity, guys, but I gotta call it how it is, and I just do not like it right now. See you next time.